The graveyard shift. I took the night shift at the old hospital. Everyone said it was haunted, but I needed the money. My first night was quiet, too quiet. At midnight, the lights flickered. I tried to ignore it. I was checking the patient logs when I heard a faint whisper. "Help me," it said. I turned around, but no one was there. I brushed it off as my imagination. An hour later, I walked down the long, dark hallway to check on the patients. Room 307 was empty, but I heard crying inside. The door creaked open by itself. I peeked in and saw a shadowy figure sitting on the bed. I blinked, and it was gone. My heart raced. I continued my rounds, feeling uneasy. In the elevator, the lights went out. I was trapped in darkness. Suddenly, I felt cold hands on my neck. I screamed, and the lights came back on. The elevator doors opened, and I stumbled out, gasping for breath. On the security cameras, I saw a pale figure standing behind me in the lobby. I spun around, but no one was there. I checked the cameras again. The figure was now in the room 307. I had to go back. When I entered the room, it was freezing. The figure stood in the corner, staring at me with hollow eyes. "You shouldn't be here," it whispered. The room started to spin. I ran out, but the door slammed shut behind me. Desperate, I ran to the nurse station to call for help, but the phones were dead. The figure appeared on the screen again, now in the hallway, coming closer. I had to get out. I raced to the exit, but every door was locked. The whispers grew louder. "Join us. Join us." I backed into a corner, my eyes wide with terror. The lights flickered once more, and the figure stood right in front of me. Its cold breath chilled me to the bone. I tried to run again, this time heading for the stairwell. As I descended, the temperature dropped even further. Each step echoed loudly, amplifying my fear. Halfway down, I heard the whispering again, now more distinct. "You can't escape," it said. The figure appeared at the top of the stairs, slowly descending towards me. Panicking, I ran faster, nearly tripping over my own feet. I reached the bottom and burst into the basement, a place I had been warned never to go. The air was thick with the smell of decay. I fumbled for a light switch and found an old, dim bulb that barely lit the room. Rows of old hospital equipment were covered in dust and cobwebs. In the corner, I saw an old wheelchair rocking back and forth on its own. I approached it, feeling drawn by an unseen force. As I got closer, the whispers intensified. "Join us," they chanted in unison. I saw faces in the darkness, twisted in agony and despair. The wheelchair stopped rocking, and the shadowy figure materialized in front of me. Its hollow eyes bored into mine, and I felt a crushing weight on my chest. "Why are you here?" it demanded. I could barely speak. I just need a job," I stammered. "You've made a mistake," it said, reaching out with icy fingers. I felt a sharp pain in my chest, like my heart was being squeezed. I fell to my knees, gasping for air. The figure loomed over me, its presence overwhelming. Just when I thought I was done for, the basement door burst open, and a beam of light pierced the darkness. My supervisor stood there, flashlight in hand. The figure vanished, and the whispers ceased. "What are you doing down here?" she asked, pulling me to my feet. I couldn't explain what had happened. I was trembling, barely able to stand. She helped me upstairs and into the break room. I sat there, shaking, until dawn. I quit that job immediately, but I still hear the whispers in my dreams, calling me back to the graveyard shift.